Of course, whatever we're about to see has yet to hit. So right now this morning, really nothing to worry about. It is a little bit chilly out there, but today is the day where crews, a lot of them are going to be out treating those roads, making sure they're giving themselves ample time to get things laid down before this winter weather comes through. Here's a look at 24 at Old Hickory Boulevard, southeast side of town this morning, and it is moving through. We have had a couple of crashes pop up really in just the past minute or so downtown. I do have an injury crash report at Hermitage area, Massman Drive and Appleton Drive kind of out of the way. And it looks like we had a new one just pop up right before I walked over here in the Capitol View area. So we're going to learn more details about this. Here was a look near the airport, 40 west of Donaldson Pike this morning. Going to have details about how they're preparing for the upcoming winter weather in just a few minutes. The traffic report is brought to you by Ashley.
We're looking at cold air. But we're talking Friday night, all day Saturday, and most
working on the roads. It is a little bit warmer for them, so that is a plus there. Morning to you. Yeah, so a lot of people are asking, what does this mean for my weekend travel plans? Well, I do expect a lot of people to be heading to the airport today, tomorrow, to try to get ahead of this, changing those flights. It has been pretty busy up at BNA. This top lane right here is going into Nashville International this morning. I just saw a streamline of cars going through there. So when it comes to winter weather and how BNA is responding to it, they actually meet twice a day when we're under these conditions to try to talk to airlines, figure out the best plan. When it comes to the runways, that's the airport's issue to deal with. And when it comes to planes, de-icing those, getting the gates ready, that's the airlines. So they've got plans in place talking through this. But again, as we know, one flight delay in another city can really have a trickle effect into our area. And just make sure you're paying attention to the flights. Just make sure you don't leave without checking that status, because we want you to make sure that you are safe and not getting stuck at the airport during all of this. The traffic report is brought to you by Tennessee Home Buyers. We'll be right back. Several crashes pop up this morning. One Capitol View area right as you're getting off of 40 Charlotte Avenue and George L. Davis Boulevard, reported as an injury crash there. Also have an injury crash reported in the Hermitage area, Massman Drive and Appleton Drive there. Murfreesboro Pike and Briley Parkway northbound, seeing a crash in that area. Just a lot going on. Interstates, though, remain clear. And just a reminder, as crews are out there treating the roads today, anytime we have this, we always see those potholes pop up. Just keep these tips in mind of reporting those potholes. If you see one in your neighborhood on the interstate that's pesky over the next few days or weeks, make sure to report that. We will be right back. Staying safe in this weather. Just some basic things about car prep. I actually just placed an order for some new windshield wipers because I had a couple that were leaving some streaks. And if you are having to get out in this, or maybe in the next really few days, just need to get some replacements on your car, that's kind of the quickest thing you can get. Tires, I mean, if you've got something generic, maybe you can get that in the next day or two, but unfortunately going to have to wait for those to come in after this. Best thing, advice that we can do is stay off the roads, stay safe, let the crews do what they need to do over the next few days. Today, of course, as we said, they're going to be treating those roads, but when it comes to clearing things over the weekend, that's when you want to make sure that you're giving them plenty of space, those emergency vehicles, to do what they need to do, but just make sure that you're taking care of your car, yourself, and then also other drivers on the road if you are heading out. Nick.
All right.
This morning, I mean, this is something that we're going to see an ease of a drive in today and pretty much for tomorrow. Not much that I can do on the front to help you right now this morning with what is to come. Just those car preps, that's for sure. But as of this morning, everything is fine on the interstates. We do have several crashes in the downtown area. Capitol View, Charlotte Avenue, George L. Davis Boulevard. This is going to be right off of 40. You know, the street Charlotte turns there into the Capitol View spot. So watch out for that. An injury crash reported there. Also injury crash, Massman Drive and Appleton Drive in the Hermitage area, and then Murfreesboro Pike, Briley Parkway North near the airport spot. But interstates right now are moving okay. Want to show you those drive times before you head out. Nothing to worry about as of right now, 5:45 on this Thursday. The traffic report is brought to you by Electronic Express. Heading to the airport this morning, no issues getting in there. A lot of people changing those flights to make sure that they're getting out of town if they had a flight scheduled for this weekend. No issues if you are coming in on 40 from Wilson County. Shouldn't have any slowdowns. Here's a look on the west side, Briley Parkway, Centennial Boulevard. This is the home to where all of those TDOT trucks are going to be coming out with the brine, the salt, everything to treat the roads. They're starting that today, so make sure you're giving them plenty of room to get that job done. But Nikki D, a lot of eyes on the forecast, but we know you're here to reassure us that it's going to be okay. And I'm Amelia Young, and as winter storm heads towards the mid-state, our team is working hard to make sure that your family stays safe, and they're informed all weekend long. Of course, we've got the best of the best.
That's right, we do.
To reflect it just a little bit better from this morning, you can see it's ticked up to about 24 minutes there. I do think it's probably just a tad higher than that. Going to keep an eye on this as we're working to learn more details about that crash. As of right now, that's the only one that I have on the interstate. We have some smaller ones around town. Going to bring you the details about those in just a few minutes. Nick.
Indeed.
Checked in with you, two brand new ones on Briley. This is a spot where you heard them mention some fog coming into play here. Briley, this is going to be westbound at Clarksville Pike. Kind of hard exactly to tell what's going on here, but we do know we've got a lot of first responders on scene. They have closed Briley right now. This is just temporary because I saw traffic moving not too long ago. But Briley West at Clarksville Pike, just a heads up for drivers there. We've also got a big crash on Interstate 24 West at Bell Road. Traffic is moving very slowly next to it. This is still in the left shoulder, left lane, but looks to be clearing here. This scene looks a lot better than it did at our last check-in. What does that mean for those drive times? Well, Murfreesboro Pike going to save you about 11 minutes if you are leaving right now rather than hopping on the interstate. So just make sure you're going ahead and doing that. But even though that winter weather is still a few days away, proving to be a busy start to our Thursday morning. The Chef Report is brought to you by Twice Daily. Nick. For some creativity, a National mother has turned her children's artwork into a unique home design feature.
All right, we're talking about Mary Catherine Welsh. She's an interior designer, as you might guess, who has saved years of her children's drawings.
Busy start. The one that I am concerned about, well, several. There's the one Briley Parkway at Clarksville Pike. That is causing some slowdowns for our westbound drivers on Briley. And then also 24 West at Bell Road causing a slowdown for our Rutherford County drivers, as we just saw. Some others to know about this morning. If you're in the Jolton area, Old Clarksville Pike at Whites Creek Pike, we still have a crash reported up there. And in the Madison area, North Graycroft Avenue and Nesbitt Lane. So just a busy start. Some fog in areas is causing some issues, but those first responders, they are out there working as quickly as they can. Nickel.
People have cranked it out there. Good luck, Leland, finding any eggs.
And the onions. The onions.
Good luck finding eggs.
No bananas yesterday.
No bananas. Abby, what about you? Did you end up finding eggs at all?
You know what? We only...
Do I extend? You're probably going to be sticking around with us for a little bit if you try to fly out.
Yeah, just think ahead. Yes, good advice on all of that. All right.
Ahead of that crash, but everything behind it, about 69 minutes in from Murfreesboro, waiting for that to come down just a bit. We still have that crash, Briley Parkway, going west at Clarksville Pike. Some fog out here you can see from this TDOT SmartWay camera. Traffic is moving now. It was stopped for just a bit, but down to one lane here. A number of first responders here on scene. So just a heads up, if you were traveling Briley Parkway West, trying to get through Clarksville Pike, just get off a little bit beforehand, maybe Whites Creek Pike or even that 24 exit. A couple other crashes on the map. We'll have the full breakdown in just a few minutes. Officers across the board this morning, two on Briley Parkway. Briley Parkway West at Clarksville Pike. Pretty big one I'm going to show you here in just a second. I have a second one wrapping up Briley Parkway heading east at Gallatin Pike. Brand new in the west kind of Nashville area, Old Harding Pike and Hicks Road. Just a heads up, that's right off of Highway 70 out there for my west side drivers. Looking though into Nashville, if you're coming from 6524 from the north side of town, the junction isn't too bad this morning. It is slow, but it is moving. Nothing standing in the way. Here's a look at those drive times. If you're coming in from 65, Madison, 14 minutes all the way to 47 from White House. If you were coming in from 24, maybe in from Montgomery County, 49 minutes in from Clarksville. So everyone to some degree is slowed down just a bit this morning, but that crash that I had on the other side of 24 southeast heading west into town, that has since cleared. But guys, foggy today. Really, though, all the eyes on what is to come tomorrow.
Work on Monday. What's the game plan is at the top of mind for everyone. And our team is working hard around the clock to make sure your family stays safe, informed, and connected without any drama being the key word.
No drama.
Oh, drama, mama. I mean, it's everywhere. And everyone's now a meteorologist.
Oh, my gosh.
Please don't listen to everything that you click. And models continue to trend. And you'll notice we never have said X amount of snowfall inches or X amount of that. Now that we're closer, we feel more confident in the type of precipitation. And it's important that we continue to remember this is going to evolve. It is very fluid.
There is a reason for everything. They are certified. Can trust our meteorologists. Well, first, though, let's take a look at today's morning snap. Grocery store shelves kind of empty. And then earlier, I found out that Prime, Amazon, if you're trying to order anything, it's been pushed back. I mean, into the middle of next week already.
And, you know, the snow out. We have got to defrost, and we're just not.
And reliable and realistic.
It really are a higher percentage than me and my husband. So we want to make it, you know, something they are proud of, too. And how, I mean, my children get excited when you put their picture, you know, in a little picture box.
I said, what are you
unless
doing
you're
with all
distributing.
That is a whole community that loves this groundhog.
He went to go up there?
He's gone.
But I mean, there's like a zillion people there.
His
favorite.
I don't think they'd be as excited about a hologram. That's the thing.
It's just it's not the same. And then would you still get to wear the cool hats? Like, I feel like it's like an old, you know.
That long ago.
No, not at all.
Whether it's snow, ice, flooding, or tornadoes, though, we've seen time and time again communities helping others in need. So in today's This Day in History, we're going back to 1999 when that help was on the way for Clarksville.
Wow.